Hello, AP Bio students. Mr. Kuntz here. I made this video to kind of answer some of the questions slash clarify a couple of things that me and Miss Nelson saw in the reflection form. So wanted to make a video that way y'all could see it, and hopefully it gets out to most of you so you can kind of see what's going on. So first things first. One is a lot of people saying that they wish that they had more time for clarifying questions, things like that. A great way to do that is by showing up to my office hours. Honestly, when I do my office hours, I get a couple people coming in, but during that time, anytime in that 3 hour stretch, I'm available to have your questions answered. And I would really rather prefer this than sending me Schoology messages, especially on those Wednesdays. I can understand if it's during the week, during a day that's not Wednesday, but if it is Wednesday, please come to the office hours. That's what I'm there for. If you don't come, then I'm just waiting, sitting in a computer, updating grades, things like that. So please use those office hours. The second thing is updates. So updates in Schoology messages. So when I send those out to the entire class, they're super important. And I know that a lot of you said that you don't look at them, but you need to look at them because that's my main way of communicating with the whole class. And a lot of those updates have important information and a lot of stuff that people have asked for in the past. So just know that those updates are there. Please look at them. Please look at the Schoology messages. I know that you get a lot, but especially now more than ever, it's super important. The last thing before I kind of switch gears is reading. Me and Miss Nelson know that the reading for last unit was a lot. And I told some kids in class today this, but I'll tell you this as well, that for the first unit, we read 5 chapters. And like I said, it's kind of a lot. But again, this is a college level course, so we do expect you to do some reading outside of the classroom because we just can't cover all this stuff, and especially with the way that for some of you we only see you 2 days a week, that reading is super important. And like I said, it is a college level class, so you are required to do that reading in order to keep up with the material. That's just the way that it is. The other thing is that for this next unit, so for unit 2, we are covering 2 chapters from now until the end of the quarter. So things reading wise are going to slow down immensely. So then hopefully it takes a little bit more off your plate in that sense, but you're still going to need to do those readings. And we're also going to shift to making those readings due on Sunday. So give you a little bit more time to do the reading. However, know that some of the stuff that we talk about in class is going to be covered in the reading. And due to the way that things are right now, that's something that you're going to need to do. It's part of being a learner in the world that we're in today. So shifting gears here, I want to talk about 2 other things that I think are just clarification that might help some of you, because this is something that me and Miss Nelson saw come up a lot in that reflection form, and there's kind of an easy fix for it. So if I go to my Schoology page, so this is my Schoology page, ignore some of the stuff on the bottom, you can see our weeks and all that stuff. One thing here is remember this calendar. So in this calendar, it has a lot of the stuff that we're doing and when it's due. So a lot of due dates get put into here. So a great place to look if you're looking for due dates on Schoology. The other thing that's super helpful, if you go, because some people have asked that they wish that there was a document that showed them like how to kind of sparse out and how to block out how they should do their learning each week, especially for those DLA kids. And I'm in the week 6 folder. If I go to the top, there's this learning guide. So of course we went, so this has been in every week thus far. So week 1 through 6 of what things are going to look like. And it has our learning targets. So kind of a good overview of what we're doing for that week and what we're looking at. It has some support materials, and I'll get back to that here in a second. And then it has a weekly progress outline. So this one isn't as full-fleshed as some of the other ones that we have, but I'll show you some of those. But for like this week, we had the research for the organelle dating Flipgrid. And then and then Tuesday is watching the Flipgrids, going through that. And then the only other thing for this week is the 2.1 and 2.2 digital notebook. So those are the things that you should do throughout the week, and it's kind of paced out in this way. So again, this one's shorter, but you kind of should get the gist. And like I said, I'll show you another one. And at the bottom, it always has the due date, so when they are due. So like for the digital notebook, that'll be due on the 18th, so you have some time to do that at 11:59 p.m. But like I said, this document has been in all of our folders up to this week. So if I go back to week 5, because it has some more stuff in there. Again, at the very top of each folder, it has this learning guide, and then it will take you to this page here. And again, it has our learning targets. It has some support materials, which again, I'll get to in a second. My computer's running a little slow. Sorry about that. The weekly progress. So again, kind of how you should pace things out. So this was for our test, or review days for our test. And then it also has the due dates at the bottom. So kind of know that those are there. Now, if I go back, another thing that people have asked for is they said that they wish that there were some slides that they could look at. And again, this is something that has been available in all of the other weeks. So if I kind of open these up, this one doesn't have it just because it was our first official week back. And we had those videos, those Edpuzzle videos talking about statistics. But if I go to week 3, so there's a support materials folder. And in the support materials, there's our topic 1, so unit 1, topic 1 notes, bio review notes. So these are all here for you all to use. I had not hiding them from you. They're there for you. If I go to week 4, again, this one says resource folder, so slightly different naming convention, but more of the same. So again, some notes in there for y'all to look at, and you have those to use. Week 5, hopefully by now you get the gist, but they all have these. This one was review videos, so review videos that we did in lectures and stuff like that, but they are in there, including for week 6. So if you look, oh, I just clicked on the resource folder, so it's going to bring it to it, but it's okay. But it has our first set of notes there for you to look at, as well as some other videos that go along with it. So if you need some more clarification, these resource folders are great sources to use to kind of get that clarification. So hopefully that clears some things up for you all on that front. The last thing that I want to talk about is retakes. So for the retakes, attached to this is going to be the retake for the Unit 1 test. And those retakes for the Unit 1 test will be project-based. That's just how we decided to do it, to give you a little bit more time and not have to worry about getting ready for another test. And you will have until October 26th to turn in your retake if you choose to do so. Make sure that you read those instructions carefully, and if you have any questions, please, please, please reach out. So just that's out there for you. Know that. Please ask questions. The last thing that I have to say is know that, like I said, this next unit does get easier. Things are going to slow down. But the big thing is, if you have questions, ask. The big thing is if you're in my class and you don't say anything, how am I supposed to know that you need help? Vice versa, if you're DLA and you don't let me know either through a Schoology message or through my office hours, how am I supposed to know? So I need you all to help me just as much as you need my help. So hopefully that clarified some things. If it didn't, please send me a message. It's like we talked about this. But other than that, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.